It was supposed to be another night of dominance for the Buffalo Bills. The lights were bright, the cameras were rolling, and all eyes were on Josh Allen, the reigning MVP, as he walked into Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But when the final whistle blew, it wasn't Allen or the Bills being talked about. It was Bijan Robinson, 21-year-old phenom who turned Monday Night Football into his personal highlight reel. A player who didn't just beat the Bills, he broke them. And alongside rookie quarterback Michael Penix Jr., Robinson led the Atlanta Falcons to a stunning 24-14 victory, rewriting what everyone thought they knew about this team. This is the story of how the Falcons rose, the Bills fell, and why Bijan Robinson might just be the best player in football today. Heading into this game, Atlanta wasn't supposed to win. Let's be real. The Buffalo Bills were favorites for a reason. 4 wins in their first 4 games, an explosive offense and a defense built to dominate. They looked like the team to beat in the NFL. The Falcons, they hadn't had a winning season since 2017. A young roster, a rookie quarterback, and a fan base that's been waiting for something, anything, to believe in again. But from the opening kickoff, there was something different in the air. Raheem Morris, Atlanta's fiery head coach, promised this would be the game that changed the conversation. And he was right. Michael Penix Jr., in just his 5th NFL start, played like a veteran. Calm, confident, and fearless. He connected early with Drake London, his go-to receiver, for a rhythm that set the tone for the night. Then, running back Tyler Allgeier punched in a short touchdown, giving Atlanta the early 7-0 lead. Mercedes-Benz Stadium exploded with noise. But no one in Atlanta was celebrating too early. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon, because across the field stood Josh Allen, and he's the kind of quarterback who can erase a lead in a heartbeat. The Bills responded quickly. Allen marched his team down the field with precision, finding tight end Dawson Knox in the corner of the end zone to tie it up at 7. For a moment, it looked like the game was heading the way most people expected, Buffalo taking control. But that's when the Falcons' defense flipped the switch. From that point on, Atlanta blitzed Allen on nearly every snap, 71% of his dropbacks in the second half. They were relentless. They hit him, hurried him, and forced him into mistake after mistake. And while the defense was tightening the screws, the offense found its rhythm again. Penix launched a perfect pass to Drake London, 10 catches for 158 yards on the night, and London powered into the end zone. Atlanta 14, Buffalo 7. But the best was yet to come. It's early in the third quarter. Atlanta's at their own 19-yard line. Bijan Robinson lines up in the backfield. The crowd on their feet. The snap comes. Penix hands it off. And in an instant, Robinson sees a tiny crease and bursts through it like lightning. 1 defender misses, 2 more dive. Too late. By the time he hits midfield, it's over. 81 yards later, Bijan Robinson is in the end zone. Touchdown. Atlanta, the stadium erupts. It's not just a run, it's a moment. The kind that defines seasons, careers, and legacies. Robinson raises his arms, soaking in the roar of the crowd. On the sideline, Josh Allen can only shake his head, because right there, the Falcons had taken control 21-7, and the Bills never recovered. When it was all said and done, Bijan Robinson had 170 rushing yards and 68 receiving yards and 238 total yards of offense. That's the second highest single game total in the entire NFL this season. Coach Raheem Morris didn't hold back after the game. He's the best player in football, he said, and honestly, who's arguing? Through 5 games, Robinson has joined elite company, only the second player in NFL history, after Thurman Thomas in 1991. To record over 450 rushing and 300 receiving yards to start a season. Meanwhile, Michael Penix Jr. quietly proved he's more than just a rookie sensation. 250 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 turnovers. He played smart, composed football, reading defenses like a seasoned veteran. But this win wasn't just about numbers. It was about identity. It was about a young team realizing they belong with the best. For the Bills, though this loss cut deep, Josh Allen finished with just 180 passing yards and 2 costly interceptions, 1 at the end of each half. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The offense, once so electric, suddenly looked lost. Injuries piled up. Linebacker Terrell Bernard, safety Cole Bishop, receiver Joshua Palmer all sidelined at key moments. But beyond the injuries, Buffalo's real problem was balance, or the lack of it. Their defensive line looked exhausted, their secondary was a step behind, and on offense, they never adjusted to Atlanta's constant blitz pressure. Critics are already pointing fingers at defensive coordinator Bobby Babich, saying his schemes have grown predictable. The Bills, who started the year looking unstoppable, have now lost 2 straight. And suddenly, the Super Bowl favorites look shaky. One analyst put it best. The Bills didn't just lose to the Falcons, they got exposed. Inside the Falcons' locker room, it was pure celebration. Michael Penix Jr. told reporters, "It showed that we're one of the ones. This team is really good. This team is legit, and that confidence isn't misplaced." The Falcons now lead the NFL in yards allowed per game and rank second in total yards gained. That's balance and that's dominance, and that's the formula of a contender for a franchise that hasn't seen playoff success in nearly a decade. This feels different. This feels real. Raheem Morris summed it up perfectly after the game. "We want to be a playoff organization. We're not running from big moments. We're running toward them." And with Robinson, Penix, and London leading the charge, Atlanta looks ready for whatever comes next. But beyond the stats and scoreboards, Monday night's game meant something deeper. It was a reminder that football is more than just talent. It's heart. It's about resilience, teamwork, and belief. Atlanta didn't win because they had the biggest stars. They won because they believed they could. Because when everyone counted them out, they played fearless, disciplined football and earned every inch of that victory. And for Buffalo, it's back to the drawing board. The Bills have 2 weeks to recover, to rethink and to rediscover who they are. Because in the NFL, momentum is everything. And right now, theirs is slipping away as fans poured out of Mercedes-Benz Stadium chanting, "Rise up." One thing was clear: the Atlanta Falcons aren't rebuilding anymore. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. They're rising. And if this is what their future looks like, then the rest of the NFL better be ready. Because Monday night wasn't just a win, it was a warning. The Falcons are for real. Bijan Robinson is unstoppable. And a new era in Atlanta football has officially begun.